Hello everyone and welcome to another Java tutorial. Today I'm going to be working on constructors and focusing on them. Even though I touched a little bit on constructors in the I am in class tutorial, I'm going to go over it a bit more so that way you are able to go and execute constructors and know exactly what they're used for and how to use them as best as you can, and use all the tools that are available to you. So let's get started. So I made a new class called constructors. When you make a class or a project, do not have any spaces. If you want to have spaces, put underscores when you make your project. The name that you make when you say a new project. If you want spaces, put underscores, because if you don't, you will have issues when making your class. Um, so yeah, that's just a major red flag there. If you put spaces, you will have many issues. So back to this. Um, so as I said in the I am in class, a class is like a box. You can put a bunch of stuff in there, such as methods, variables, that holds it, and then you can go and assign a variable to a class. So that class was duplicated, and now you have a variable that is assigned to it. But exactly what can you assign into a class? What can you do to make and prepare a class for whatever project you're going to do? So that's pretty much what we're going to do. So let's first make our new class called, I'm gonna work on constructors, but let's, instead of using variables and stuff, let's also make an array, making an array that can hold uh, a class that can hold an array list. So let's do that. Java class, let's call this party, right? So let's say we're making a game and we want to hold characters in that party, right? So we, the smarter thing to do would be to make an array. So let's do this. Let's make our public class. Um, Actually, no, not, let's not work on the constructor yet. We need to see what we're going to make and hold in this party class. Well, we're going to hold characters, right? So let's do public array list, and we're going to hold characters. I know we haven't done this yet, but character, and let's do party members equals new array list, and we're done. Now all we need to do is just import it, alt enter, control, alt enter, add import. So we're good. Now we have an array list that's public, and it's called party members. So this is like making a constructor or making a new class, where array list is a class that also has methods and stuff in it, and we assigned it a party member. So party members is of the type array list, and it can hold character. So if you have any questions on this part, just put into the comments um, what you didn't understand, and I'll hopefully try to help you. But it's pretty simple. Character, we haven't made it yet, but we're going to be holding a character. So let's go and do this now. In our party, let's make a thing called new Java class, class name, character. Let's finish that. So in our character, we're going to hold, all we're going to hold is simply our name. And now we're going to make our constructor. So I'm first started with the biggest to the small, second biggest to the main specific thing in our class. So public character. So as I said probably in my I am in class video, you start a constructor by doing public, then character, right? The constructor is the same name as the public class, right? So let's do that. So public character, and we're going to need a name, so that when we make the character, that class is assigned a name. For whatever amount of classes we make, we want to assign each of those variables that we assign this character class to with a name. So let's do this dot name equals name. Another way, if you have a lot of instance variables, is to click Alt Insert and create a constructor, and then you can go and it says it right here, select fields to be initialized by constructor. You'll just click it and then click generate, but as you can see, I already did this. So now going back to our party class, we're going to do public party, and we're going to need a name for this party. So let's do that. Public name, right? Oh shoot, public string name. There we go. And let's just do how many characters we have in this party. So public int num, actually int size. And notice we're not assigning anything to this. So if we try calling up what name is, it's going to return a null value or an error because it's not initialized yet. But don't worry, we will initialize this when we make a constructor. Because when you make a class, you are in essence, if you do this in your constructor, which you should, you're initializing all these parameters that you first instated up here. Now don't worry about party members not being assigned anything being a null value, because right now our party is empty, so we don't have to worry. So public party, we need the string, the name of the party, right? Name of the party. And I think that's pretty much it. So this dot name excuse me, public party, right? So now party members has this thing called party members dot add, but we can't do that yet. Actually add to party. Pretty much how we're going to add parties to this is this. When we make our party class in our constructor main class variable, main class, or not variable, just main class, we're going to make a new party, and then we're going to assign to it a character. So we need character, and then character. So in essence, we're assigning a class variable to it. So when we assign character, we're assigning this entire class that has this attribute, string name. So we're adding essentially just those variables. So when we do add to party, we're going to do party members dot add character, and that's pretty much it. So now let's do this. So now let's create our new party. So what we're going to do is we're going to do party party. Doesn't matter if it's the same name, we can just we have to make sure it's lowercase or uppercase, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to lowercase it, you know, just to make sure that you're not referring party twice. It goes new party, and let's say main, our main party. Now what we can do is, what happens if we don't want to be able to assign a character, right? We just want to be able to access the character through our party. We don't want to have to make a new character every time we want to add a character to our party. Well, party allows you to do that. We do party.add party, and just like if we were to assign a variable to new character and the name, all we have to do is do new character, spell it right. Let's do Matt. Now we don't get any errors because when new character is made, it's returning in essence a character class, right? Just a temporary variable that has all this property. And we do party.add to party, we are in essence adding that character class to the party members. Now let's do public, and let's return, well, not return, let's just print out the party, display party, right? And we're not going to assign anything to it because display party is only going to return this party, right? Whatever party we made, our party party equals new party main, we're only going to be returning that main party, right? We can add more parties to a grander party, but that's a bit complicated for beginners. So right now we're just going to work with solely one party at a time, assigning a party to a variable. Okay, so now that we have to go back to this party display party. So let's do this. In the advanced for loops video that I made, I went over advanced for loops and simple for loops. So for this, when you're going over an array of parties members, right? When you're going over an array and you want to print out all the members of the array, you want to be able to remember and make it very easy for yourself. So let's do this. So let's do for each character in the party member, right? For each character, and we're going to name it party member. In party members, right? So for each party member in the party members, which is holding a character, so character goes here. Party member is just a temporary variable, and party members. So here after the colon, party members is saying from where are we getting these members from, right? We're going to do system dot, well, a faster way is SOUT tab member, and then we do party member dot name is in the party. So when we run this, hopefully if we get this all right, oh, we forgot to call the method. So display party. So before I run it, let me just review what I did. I created a method called public void display party for characters, for all the characters which we're gonna be naming them party member. In the party members, which is up here, we're going to go and print them all the members out. So that's pretty much it. So if we run this, you see member Matt is in the party. And the reason why that works is because if you're following along, character is a class, and when we made this class, we didn't assign it to anything, but it still worked because not everything needs to be assigned. I mean, we can do character Matt equals new character, and let's just copy this. Oops. And then we just go here and do Matt. But because we're not needing to go and call this person's name, this character's name, all we need to do is just assign this in here. And then we're good. It's less typing, and because we don't really need each character's name, then all we have to do is just do this, new character. But what happens if we want to get the character's name? Well, that's not that hard either. Public void display character. So this one's gonna be just a little bit more complicated, but not complicated where it's going to be very difficult to follow. It's just a very easy for loop. It's just one more if statement in here. So it's just gonna be just like this. We're going through all the members in the party, and then if our name, right, we need to add a parameter, forgot that, the name of the character we want to get. So for character party member in party members, now this is going to go through all the party members in party member, right? So if party member, oops, dot, and if you saw the what was it, the format or string, it was one of those videos where I went over strings and stuff like that. Oh yeah, the format. Now No, it was in the switch statement. Yeah, it was in the switch video. I believe I uploaded it. But anyway, if party member dot equals, right, we want to use equals because we're comparing strings, not sorry, party member dot name dot equals, because we're getting the name of the party member, and if that equals the name that we want, right? So actually, let's just do character name, just so that we don't confuse you guys. Character name, we're going to do system SOUT. Your character character name is in the party. If not, it's not gonna do anything. So now that we've displayed the character, let's do let's see if we can get this to work. So we're going to do party dot display character, and we're going to put in mat, right? Let's see if this runs. Well, as you can see, it works because when we put in our mat, our string name, the character name, it's going through all the characters in this party member. It's getting the name where it says party member dot name, just like we did here, member party member dot name. It's getting that string variable is equal to the character name that we want to find. It'll say your character name is in the party. So that's pretty much how you call and go and work with arrays of classes in a party. Now you can make an infinite amount of arrays within arrays within arrays. I've done it before, but it gets really complicated, and you do have to make sure that you have all the proper methods to call or do whatever it is you want. So as you saw, to be able to get my character, right, all the characters in my party really easy, all I had to do was make a method called display party and then run a simple for loop that went through all the characters in my party member variable, which holds an array list. Now we use an array list because all our characters are not linked up to each other. So yeah, if you want them all to be linked to each other, then you use linked list. But I don't necessarily use linked list a lot. I just use array list because why not? So that's pretty much a closer look to array list and being able to get characters, right? Making a character class that's not assigned to a variable. Just party.addToParty, right? Get that method, right? And then I assign my character class in it without having to assign it to a variable, because it's just quicker and I don't have to assign a new variable every time I want to make a new character. All I have to do is new character and then my name or whatever name you want to put in here. And then I just display my party, which is the simple for loop, and then I display the character if the character exists. So if I put MATTT, you'll see that nothing's printed out because it couldn't find any name by the name of MATTT. Instead, yeah, you couldn't find that name inside the members of the party. So yeah, I'm right now at 20 minutes ish, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up. If you do have any questions regarding this, please comment. Do not hesitate to comment because this can get confusing later on, because I will be going over array lists within array lists probably. So you do want to make sure that you have this nailed down, even if you can't understand what an array list within an array list is. As long as you know how to assign variables and being able to get them from your array list, That's pretty much a very big step. Everything else after that is just a bonus. So I think I'm about to wrap it up. So thank you for watching. Please share, please subscribe, and if I get to 100 subscribers, I will be able to make my YouTube channel easier to find because I can make the URL of my channel custom. So I'm really rooting for that. So have a awesome day, guys.